Okay, this is going to be my long-term review here of the Fostex T50RP 50th Anniversary Edition planar magnetic headphones, which actually indeed utilize the T60RP drivers internally. So I guess we'll get things started off here with a short and brief little unit tour. You can see the headband there. Here is the right side ear cup. Moving on to the left-sided ear cup, which terminates in a 2.5 millimeter female port over there. These are headphones, so this unit tour really shouldn't take very long. Here are the swivelable, semi-swivelable ear cups, I should say, because they don't have a ton of play in them. There are the ear cups themselves. So I guess that's it for the unit tour. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about build quality and comfort here on the Fostex. Build quality here, as per many other Fostex headphones, is really nothing very spectacular here. The build quality on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give these a solid 7, maybe a 7.5. They're nothing spectacular in terms of build quality. They got a tiny bit of weight to them. Now let's go ahead and talk about comfort, because these are currently my daily driver headphones for my PC gaming, for my video editing, for my music listening. These are my daily drivers currently. And the comfort on them, once you play around with the headband and the ear cups moving side to side, they're not the most comfortable headphones, of course, on the market. These are nowhere nearly as comfortable as my Bear Dynamic DT 1990 Pro headphones, studio headphones. But when wearing these for a prolonged period of time, 2 hours or more, you really get used to the comfort of them. They don't weigh an incredible amount, so you really don't have to worry about the weight or any hot spots on your head, because this is actually a dual layered headband here, at least on the 50th Anniversary Edition. So comfort-wise, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the greatest, these will get a solid 8.5 out of 10 in terms of comfort while wearing them for a prolonged period of time. All right, let me go ahead and show you the cables that came with the T50s here. Both ends going into the headphone socket of the headphones terminate in a 2.5 millimeter male cord end. Allow me to show you here. This is the balance cable, which is about 3 feet in length. This terminates in a male 2.5 millimeter to a male 2.5 millimeter jack. Let me see if the camera can pick that up for you there. So the balance cable, roughly 3 feet in length, terminates in a balance 2.5 millimeter to another male balance 2.5 millimeter jack. That's the balance cable there. Let me go ahead and show you the single-ended cable, which is nearly double the length, I would say. This is probably close to 6 feet in length. Of course, going into the headphone socket, it is a 2.5 millimeter balanced male cord end, and it terminates on the other end to a single-ended 3.5 millimeter male jack. So it really is nice how Fostex included both single-ended and balanced cables for these headphones. Now, if you want to see a much more detailed and in-depth unboxing and see exactly what you get along with these headphones, I suggest you go ahead and visit my full unboxing video of these exact headphones. I will put a card up on the screen, probably right here. So go ahead and watch that if you really want to see everything that came, including the box, with these headphones. Okay, let's go ahead and just talk about a few specs of these wonderful planar magnetic headphones over here. So as mentioned earlier, these headphones are utilizing the T60RP planar magnetic drivers. These have an output impedance of 50 ohms, so not very high in terms of impedance level here. They have a sensitivity of 92 decibels per milliwatt. These have a maximum input of 3 watts RMS. And as mentioned, it did come with a balanced 2.5 millimeter to 2.5 millimeter cable and a single-ended 2.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter single-ended cable. Really, there is not a whole lot much to discuss in terms of the specs of these headphones. What about frequency response? These are good from 15 hertz all the way to 35 kilohertz in terms of their frequency response of the headphones. Okay, so let's dive right into the sound section / sound quality of these headphones here. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you are investing into these Fostex T50RP 50th Anniversary Edition planar magnetic headphones, I would highly suggest that you run them balanced, which is, in my opinion, how they were intended to be used for. Because if you're running them single-ended, you're going to need a very high current single-ended headphone amplifier, which gets me into to discuss that these headphones don't necessarily require a ton of wattage. Being planar magnetic, they do require high output current, meaning don't let a flashly, fully balanced headphone amplifier that advertises high output wattage. You will need a headphone amplifier that has good high output current, not wattage. Planars benefit from higher currents rather than higher wattages in order to drive them and really to get them singing to your ears. Having said that, if you're investing into these headphones, I would highly suggest that you are running a balanced amplifier and a balanced DAC feeding into your balanced amplifier here. Because I have a number of different headphone amplifiers, both balanced and single-ended, and both balanced and single-ended DACs. And to my ears, these headphones really opened up. They really got more authoritative bass, more deeper bass impact when running them completely fully balanced. So if you're getting these headphones, believe me when I say this, you want to run them balanced rather than single-ended. When listening to these headphones running single-ended, they sounded flat as a pancake. They had zero bass. They were very linear, but they had absolutely no bass. They just, switching to a balanced amp really brought these headphones to life. They really started popping and singing and became more energetic to my ears. More bass, more details, more open soundstage, which these headphones, they don't have the largest, most open, airy soundstage. These headphones are slightly more intimate in terms of soundstage depth and layering, but they are extremely linear. These are very revealing headphones. I've read a lot of people online on different headphone forums. A lot of them are going to be saying what I'm saying about them. They're very linear, relatively flat, but when using a strong enough headphone amplifier, you are getting extremely detailed and very well-controlled bass, a very good low end out of these headphones. But others will describe the sound of these headphones being relatively linear, very revealing, and simply put, transparent sounding in terms of the headphone sound. From the time I've been owning these headphones and using them as my exclusive daily driver headphones, when I switched over to a full Class A, fully balanced headphone amplifier, which I actually just reviewed a couple of days ago, the Bryston BHA1, plugging these headphones into that headphone amplifier really brought these headphones to life. I got an improvement of dynamics, of bass impact, bass quality, bass control. That soundstage then became more bigger, deeper, wider, and a little bit more airy when feeding these headphones from a full Class A amplifier. That to me is where these headphones for my usage really shined. A high output, not necessarily the highest wattage amplifier on the market, but being full Class A, that amplifier really delivers and brought these headphones to life. So much so, in fact, that before using these as my daily driver headphones, I used to own, well, I still do own a pair, but I would always use my Bear Dynamic DT 1990 Pros Now those are unfortunately only single-ended unless you open them up yourself and you mod them for a balanced connection. Those are dynamic driver headphones and 250 ohm worth of impedance. Before switching to a Class A headphone amp with these headphones, those headphones, the Bayers, had a lot more deeper, richer bass, more controlled. When not listening to a Class A headphone amp with these headphones, the bass was a lot more looser, and it lacked bass on all of my amplifiers before switching over to Class A. So the Bayers, before switching to Class A, had a lot more bass in these, but when really feeding a high-powered source to these headphones here, that is what really brought them to life. That's where it really impacted the bass the most, in my opinion. The bass got deep, it was well controlled, it hit hard, and it would hold that bass line. So Class A headphone amps, for these headphones, to really drive them to their full capabilities, you probably want to be using these with a Class A headphone amp. Not to say that other balanced headphone amplifiers won't work with these. In my humble experience, from what I've been using lately and in the past, Class A all the way to really bring these headphones to life. Now talking about their sound quality, sound characteristics here, these headphones are very well tonally balanced in my opinion. They definitely do not have the biggest, widest soundstage. It's slightly more intimate, but it is extremely detailed, transparent, very revealing, and it has a very well controlled tight bass on these T60RP planar magnetic drivers here. Now, in terms of summing up the sound characteristics here, they definitely do have that sparkly, that energetic treble. They do have a relatively large, a decent sounding soundstage, openness, airiness. They have very well controlled bass when you pair this with the right headphone amplifier and the right DAC for that matter. So if you can do that, these have excellent bass response, image clarity, transparency, very, very revealing sounding headphones here. That is indeed why I use these simply as my daily driver headphones. They're linear, they're transparent, they got a good sound stage, and they do have very nice authoritative bass when paired with the right headphone amp, of course. So that would sum up my review here of the Fostex T50RP 50th Anniversary Edition planar magnetic headphones. If you want to see more videos just like this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. I get back to all the comments, questions, or concerns I have in all of my videos. I hope to see you all next time.